Jason, I've got the auditors crawling all over me. I feel like I'm taking part in an I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here challenge. Right? Well, what do they want to know? Well, Jason, cutting through all of the jargon, I think what they're really asking me is, are we secure? Jason, are we? Yeah, of course we are. Jason, give me some technical gambits I can throw at them. They're talking about things like conditional access, MFA, that kind of nonsense. Nah, didn't configure any of that. When I built the tenant, I just left security defaults on. These are like Microsoft defaults. I figured that Microsoft knows best. I mean, it's their products after all. Jason, you're a credit to your profession.
Right, so today we're talking about security defaults in Microsoft Entra. Security defaults is something that sounds like it should be switched on. But should it? Security defaults are a set of pre-configured baseline security policies that Microsoft introduced back in 2019. They were designed for one reason: to protect organizations who haven't yet configured their own security policies. Because the theory was, no security is worse than basic security. Now, when security defaults are enabled, here is what you get. You'll get MFA required for all users, and that's enforced at registration and it's prompted when needed. Plus, MFA is required for admins, so that's every single sign-on, no exceptions. Also, legacy authentication is blocked, and you also get privileged actions which are protected. Now, all that is okay, and it's better than nothing. But here is the thing: better than nothing is still quite a low bar. Microsoft enables security defaults on tenants by default. Now, older tenants created before October 2019 might not have them on. And if you're managing a client tenant that's been around for a while, it's worth checking. Now, security defaults are aimed at small businesses with no dedicated IT security function, or maybe organizations that haven't yet configured conditional access, or perhaps tenants where someone just needs something in place. And it's kind of okay as a starting point, but there's a problem. Now, my MSP takes over new clients from previous MSPs fairly regular, and we still see security defaults switched on, which tells me one thing: whoever was managing that tenant before us did the absolute bare minimum and then walked away. Now, security defaults are not a managed security posture. They're simply Microsoft's safety net for businesses with no one looking after them. So if you're an MSP and this is what you've left on for a client, that's not good. Now, for a proper business environment, you should always be configuring conditional access. Full stop. So if you've got a tenant with security defaults on, should you switch them off? Yes, of course you should. But you shouldn't just switch them off. You need to replace them with something better. You see, the thing is, security defaults and conditional access cannot coexist. The moment you start using conditional access policies, Microsoft expects you to turn security defaults off. In fact, they make you, because you're now taking ownership of those controls yourself. But if you turn them off with nothing else in place, so no conditional access, no MFA enforcement, no legacy auth blocking, you've just handed cyber criminals a very warm welcome. Now, security defaults are free, so there's no licensing required. You don't need Entra ID P1 or P2. The thing with conditional access is it does need at least Entra ID P1, which comes with Microsoft 365 Business Premium, or you can buy a standalone license. So maybe you're an MSP and your clients won't upgrade to Microsoft 365 Business Premium, and that is a conversation you need to have, because security defaults aren't a long-term strategy. They're simply kind of a placeholder. Now, if you're new to all this, I'm going to give you a quick demonstration. Let's go. I'm in the Microsoft 365 Admin Center, and we want to go into Identity, which will open the Entra Admin Center. Now, before we start looking at security defaults, I just want to show you something. If I go to Conditional Access and I go to Policies, you can see that this tenant has no policies in place. So I might think, okay, let me create one. There you can see, right at the bottom, it says here, it looks like you're about to manage your organization's security configurations, which is great, but you've got to disable security defaults first. So I can fill all this out. It won't let me create that policy. And the reason is security defaults is enabled. So, as I've said earlier, it's one or the other. So in overview and properties, you can see here, look, security defaults. These are basic identity security mechanisms, okay? The word basic should be highlighted here. And there's a green tick, they are switched on. And to switch them off, I simply disable them. Now, Microsoft now wants a reason why you're disabling these. And the reason it should be is this one here. My organization is planning to use conditional access. Click on Save. Click on Disable. And then if I hop back to conditional access and I go to try and create a policy, you can see that that message is now not here. So the key thing is you disable security defaults, but you don't just leave them disabled. You then go ahead and you implement your conditional access policies for your organization. So I hope you've enjoyed today's video all about security defaults in Entra. Look forward to seeing you again soon.